Susan's Extraordinary Life, and today we are going to make a form of Chex Mix. Some people call it Puppy Chow, some people call it Nutty Buddies. We're making, just in time for fall, some pumpkin spice Chex Mix. I saw this on Facebook, and I don't know the exact measurements that they had because I can't re-find the recipe. So I thought, well, we can do this ourselves and just make it our own, right? So I have a few ingredients here. First, you're going to need Cinnamon Chex Mix. You're gonna need a little bit of vegetable oil. I've got some Toll House white morsels. You can use the white baking chips also. But I just like the Toll House ones a little bit better. Some people say they can't tell the difference, so whatever you want to do, that's up to you. You're going to need some confectioner sugar, powdered sugar, whatever you call it. A little bit of ground cinnamon, some pumpkin pie spice, and ground nutmeg. And then I've got a variety of bowls here. So I've got this giant bowl that I'm ultimately going to mix it all in. I've got a couple of measuring bowls here, and then a silicone measuring cup that I'm going to actually melt the chocolate in, and I do that in the microwave. So we got all kind of things going on here, and this is super easy. I'm going to be able to whip this up tonight, and then we're going to be able to eat it after supper. So let's get started. All right, first you're going to take this Chex Mix, which by the way is gluten-free. So there's that. I don't know about the rest of the ingredients though, so at your own risk. And you're gonna need about 6 cups of the Chex Mix. I got the family size box, and I think that's probably about 6 cups, but we're about to see. Okay, it's a little more than 6 cups for the family size box. So you could probably get a smaller box to do this recipe, but let's just taste it. Oh yeah, that's good stuff. Okay, so I'm gonna put that in here in my giant bowl. Then in this other bowl, I'm going to measure my powdered sugar. I'm gonna need about 2.5 to 3 cups of powdered sugar. I am going to take a teaspoon of pumpkin pie spice, which is the star of the show here. I'm going to put it in my powdered sugar. I'm going to take a 1/4 of a teaspoon of nutmeg, and then got some ground cinnamon here, and I'm going to take a 1/2 teaspoon of that. Again, you don't have to be exact with these spices, but I wouldn't go overboard. All right, so I'm just going to stir that up. I'm just going to use my measuring spoon to do it. Now, if your powdered sugar is super lumpy, you might want to take a fork or a whisk and just kind of break it up a little bit. You could put it in a flour sifter or sugar sifter or whatever. If you have one, I don't have one. Set that aside. And then I'm going to take my silicone prep bowl, and I'm going to put my chocolate chips in it. Now, the recipe calls for 2 cups of chocolate chips. I don't know how many cups are in a bag. We're about to find out. I'm guessing it's 2 cups. It looks like about 2 cups. Let's see what this says. No, it's not quite 2 cups, so I will eat one. Good thing I had this other bag here, right? More is better. So let's dump a few extra. Oops. All right, well that might be 2.5 cups, but who's counting, right? All right, so we've got our chocolate chips here. We want to melt this white chocolate, and then we're gonna coat it over the Chex Mix so that the powdered sugar sticks to it. But it doesn't, it needs a little bit of oil to melt in the microwave. We're gonna do it right in the microwave. So I'm just gonna take about a teaspoon of oil and put that in there just to kind of help it along a little bit. I'm gonna pop this in the microwave for 45 seconds. I'm gonna stir it about halfway through. So let's get that in there. The good thing about that silicone prep cup is that it doesn't get hot in the microwave. So as I'm stirring it, as I pick it up out of the microwave, it's not going to burn me. I'm not gonna need any pot holders or anything like that. So we're gonna keep an eye on it. We're about halfway now, so let me stir it. Oh yeah, it's starting to melt nicely. It's not quite melted all the way through. We're right at about a minute right now. It's not quite melted all the way, so I think another 15 seconds will probably do the trick. All right, so you're just gonna take this and pour it over your Chex Mix. And so here's the thing, if you get it on there and you're like, that's too much chocolate, just add a little bit more Chex Mix to it. Remember that family size box had more than the 6 cups. So you're gonna get that in there, you're gonna mix it around really good until all of the Chex Mix is coated, which doesn't take very long. Just quick stir. Okay, so now it's covered all of it. And I think I'm gonna put just a little bit more Chex Mix in there. Because if you remember, I ended up with about 2.5 cups of the white chocolate instead of just 2 cups. For 6 cups of Chex Mix, now that I'm making this, I think you probably could get away with 1 bag of chocolate chips. So if you wanted to just kind of keep it simple and not have to open a second bag. Of course, if you have to open a second bag, then you're gonna have half a bag of chocolate chips left over, right? Oh darn, you might have to eat them. All right, so got that all mixed up. Then I'm gonna take my powdered sugar and I'm gonna start putting that in there and mixing that around. And remember, that's got all those wonderful fall flavors of nutmeg, cinnamon, pumpkin pie spice. And you're just gonna stir this around until it coats everything. All right, so let's give it a try now. Oh, yeah. You can taste the flavor of the nutmeg, the pumpkin pie spices in there. It's not too strong and overpowering. Cinnamon is just right. Oh yeah, this is good. They're gonna love this. All right, so I highly recommend, if you have not tried the pumpkin pie Muddy Buddies, super easy. Again, it's just Chex Mix, the Cinnamon Chex Mix, which I think is seasonal. Don't quote me on that. Powdered sugar, white chocolate chips, a little bit of vegetable oil to aid in the mixing and melting of the white chocolate chips, ground cinnamon, pumpkin pie spice, and nutmeg. That's it. Super easy recipe. Mix it all together and you've got a delicious snack for the whole family. I cannot say that it is low calorie because this thing is loaded with sugar, but it is delicious. And that's what counts, right? So I hope you like this video. If you do like our videos, subscribe. Click the subscribe button. Like it, comment. Tell us what other kind of stuff you might like to see. And until next time, bye-bye. It's good stuff right there.